Many people in the world love cool cars and fast driving, so they are interested in which cars in 2021 are among the top 10 fastest cars in the world. Since speed has been and remains the most objective indicator of the performance of a sports car, overcoming new frontiers is the main task of engineers of leading companies that produce sports cars. Noble M600. The car, designed by British engineers, is equipped with a light and very strong body made of carbon fiber and stainless steel. This luxury car is equipped with an 8-cylinder 4.4-liter powertrain. The stunning aerodynamic characteristics of the car, combined with a super powerful engine, according to engineers, allow you to overcome the barrier of 360 km per hour. However, during the test, the actual speed was lower as the pilot felt unsafe vibrations at a speed of 346 km per hour. Nevertheless, the car got to the 10th place in the list of the fastest cars in the world in 2021. The Noble M600, like many sports cars of the British school, is characterized by a relatively small engine capacity with convincing dynamic characteristics. The cost of the car is also very moderate, $330,000. Pagani Huayra. The car successfully combines excellent handling and amazing dynamics. The Pagani Huayra also boasts a lightweight and durable carbon fiber body that provides high aerodynamic performance. At the same time, among the Italian supercars, this one is one of the most authentic and expressive from a design point of view. Italian cars represented by Pagani Huayra once again confirm the title of the fastest and most expensive. For this car, you will have to pay more than $1 million. Zenvo ST1. An unexpected result on the racetrack and the fight for the title of the fastest car in 2019 was demonstrated by the Danish sports car with the laconic name Zenvo ST1. The car is equipped with a 1200 horsepower V8 engine, the volume of which is 6.8 liters. At the same time, the Dane demonstrates a maximum speed of 375 km per hour exclusively on an ideal road surface. So you won't see this sports car on our roads. But not only for this reason. Only 15 such machines were produced. The price is unknown, as the cars were produced by pre-order. At the same time, the Zenvo ST1 undoubtedly. McLaren F1. McLaren F1 is a true legend of the world of racing cars. The brilliant brainchild of talented engineers remains one of the fastest cars in the world in history. Equipped with just a 627 horsepower V12 engine, the McLaren F1 has been breaking records for years. For more than a decade, this car with a selfish driver's seat in the middle has remained the #1 car for many. Among the British sports cars, this is the fastest. The price of the McLaren F1 is quite high, $970,000, but any owner will tell you the F1 is worth the money spent. Koenigsegg CCX. The Koenigsegg CCX is the fastest of the cars produced by the Swedish company. The car easily passes the barrier at 400 km per hour. At the same time, experts note one minus of the Koenigsegg CCX: the lack of downforce due to the lack of a spoiler. Optionally, you can buy a car with a carbon spoiler, but in its stock configuration, the car is deprived of it, since in this case the maximum speed is reduced. The most beautiful car according to Forbes will cost the buyer $545,000, quite reasonable money for a hypercar, which in 2021 takes the honorable 6th place among the fastest production cars in the world. 9FF GT9 R. The top 5 fastest cars in the world in 2021 opens the 9FF GT9R sports car. Cars of the German brand Porsche rarely participate in the speed ratings because their main chip is in perfect handling. However, in the special version of the 9FF GT9R, the famous Porsche 911 appears in a completely different light. Tuned by the famous 8-liter 9FF, this car has become a real car, able to compete in top speed even with Bugatti. The price of this toy is only $690. SSC Ultimate Aero. This supercar was created by the American company Shelby Supercars and is the only representative of the American automobile industry in the rating. Engineers equipped the car with a V8 engine that produces more than 1,200 horsepower. The 6.3-liter powertrain, in the absence of electronic assistance, is a real test of driving skills. In the entire list of SSC Ultimate Aero, one of the most dangerous cars for beginners. Its price is $655,000. Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. The honorable third place is taken by the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. This is not surprising, since it is difficult to imagine the rating of the fastest cars in the world in 2021 without the brainchild of the Italian company Bugatti. This car is rightfully considered one of the fastest production cars of our time. Its 8-liter W16 powertrain produces 1,200 horsepower of power. The engineers also took care of the aerodynamics, which allows the car to reach a top speed of 431 km per hour. The cost of this luxury supercar is $2,400,000. The high price is formed not only by the high-performance engine, but also by the expensive materials with which the interior. Hennessy Venom GT. This sports coupe, whose body is made of carbon fiber, the test pilot managed to accelerate to an incredible speed of 435 km/h. Testing of the car took place on the territory of the Space Center. The 7-liter V8 engine, which produces more than 1,240 horsepower, showed amazing dynamics on the test site. On a normal track, this speed is likely to be slightly lower. Compared to the Bugatti, this car can be called a budget option. The price is only $1 million. It is worth noting that for several years, the Hennessy Venom GT has been officially recognized as the fastest car in the world among production cars. Bugatti Chiron. Due to the outstanding speed characteristics, one of the latest creations of the Italian company, the Bugatti Chiron becomes the leader and receives the title of the fastest car in the world in 2021. The engineers were inspired to create the hypercar by the success of the Veyron model, which has repeatedly held leading positions in the ratings of the fastest sports cars. The W16 engine, which develops up to 1,500 horsepower, is able to disrupt the car from the start and accelerate to 100 km/h in just over 2 seconds, a result comparable to racing cars and superbikes. Given the impressive weight of the car, these figures are amazing. A special feature of the car is that for all its high dynamic characteristics, comparable to the cars of Formula 1, the car does not require special driving skills. It's easy to drive, and even an inexperienced driver can handle it. Conclusions: it is obvious that the formed top includes both relatively affordable and really expensive cars, whose price exceeds $1 million. Interestingly, while remaining the fastest car in the world for many years, Bugatti is gradually catching up with more affordable cars. Moreover, there is a noticeable trend of gradual reconquest of the traditional Italian path by Scandinavian and American supercars. And, of course, such unsurpassed leaders as McLaren F1 and Bugatti Veyron are consistently kept in line.